NASCAR has a big superstar problem, and you obviously understand it as the video goes on. But I'm just gonna start off by saying NASCAR has a superstar problem, and here's why. Well, I mean, it's very easy to look at. Um, like we obviously know who the superstars are. Us as NASCAR fans, we obviously know Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, like Christopher Bell, like those guys. We obviously know that they are the superstars, but anyone outside of NASCAR doesn't know that. If you ask anyone that doesn't know NASCAR, you wouldn't know. Like they wouldn't know that Chase Elliott's the most popular driver. They wouldn't know really much. Maybe they would know a little bit about Kyle Larson if they are a racing fan, but if they're not, then they wouldn't know anything about the drivers that race now. Where you go back 20 years and everyone in America, even outside of America, knew who Dale Earnhardt Jr. was, and people knew about Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt and that stuff. Like they knew about them, and that's because they were getting promoted a lot. They were in commercials a lot. Now, I'm pretty sure Dale Earnhardt Jr. has more commercials over the last like year than half the drivers I just named. Like they're they're not really doing much, and it also doesn't help that like people like Tony Stewart would get popular, and it'd be funny because he would have these funny interviews all the time. You interviewed him. It was like 90% of the time you would interview him and get a funny interview. That's why it was so fun because like even in the like media when he would get asked stupid questions, he would respond with stupid answers, and it'd make it so funny. Where now everyone's so PR trained and they're not like they're just everything's just so like satire and just bad. No one's like just saying like stuff like Tony Stewart. I just watched 2004 Daytona 500. And Tony Stewart calls out John Andretti for being a dumbass, and no one. You don't hear that anymore. You don't hear a driver just dissing another driver because they wrecked the car, and that it's like, well, you do, but like, yeah, like it's not like that's not. It doesn't happen much because they're like, oh, thank my team and thank this, and then they don't even like when some people win, like Chase Elliott, they're like Ryan Truex or even Martin Truex. Like when they win, they're like they just act like they finished fourth and they're not happy. With some people, they finish like sixth and they're like crazy, like Jordan Anderson and that stuff. But it's like we just kind of get to the point where everyone's like PR trained and like they all just are scared to say anything, so they all just have the most basic responses, and it's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's not like ooh, this guy is gonna is gonna make it is gonna be like it's gonna be funny. It's not. No, like the one person I would say that probably does like speak a lot like freely is Denny Hamlin, but he has a podcast, and NASCAR is so strict on this too. When Denny Hamlin says something like it's eh, he gets a penalty for it, and that's why people are so scared to do anything because like they just get fined, and it's like be yourself. Come on, don't you don't have to like come up with these basic responses. I know it's like it's yeah, I know it kind of shows a little bit of maturity, but fuck maturity. Like when we're watching NASCAR, we don't want to watch someone's being mature when in their interview. We want to hear them be mad or be happy or whatever, not just be basic and yeah, boring. And yeah, simply NASCAR just needs to promote their superstars also like the the yeah, like they did 20 years ago. And the drivers need to be more of themselves and show more personality and not just be so just like boring. Like there's so many guys, like half the grid 20 years ago had like a great personality and it's like they were funny and could connect with a certain driver in that. Now you can't connect with anyone because everyone just doesn't show anything. like they're all just boring. Besides maybe like Denny Hamlin, like Joey Logano, like and Kyle Busch. The like besides those guys, it's like everyone else is just boring. They don't do anything. Like maybe if they get wrecked, they get a little mad, but like I haven't seen anyone do anything about it. Like I haven't seen someone go back the next week and just dump them, or like at least do something to them. Like my favorite driver, William Byron, when he got punted by Logano, he called out Logano and then didn't do anything the rest of the season to Logano. It's like, bro, if you're mad, do something about it. It's like you can't just say, "Oh," and then not do anything about it. Like we want to see, like I get, like payback is like NASCAR strict on that. NASCAR needs to get more lenient with that too. But like, you can still like hit them, like like push them into the wall or something. Like get some sort of payback, cut their tire down. Like yeah, you can do that and probably not get a penalty. But yeah, NASCAR also kind of digs themselves into this hole because they are so strict on so much stuff about what you can say about all this stuff that's like it's not fun. It's not, it's simply not fun. You because yeah, and NASCAR kind of digs himself this hole and that stuff. Like at least we have the TV series now to for people to like show kind of their personality. You can connect with them, but still, it's like, we just need to like we just need to um we just need to promote drivers like superstars. I mean, yeah, like Kyle Larson, probably the best or one of the best currently in NASCAR. Like, and he's just not like getting promoted at all. Like the only times he gets the only reason some people know him is because he runs the dirt series. Like he runs a bunch of dirt stuff, and he also ran the Indy 500. Like if he doesn't do those two things, he's not known because NASCAR doesn't do crap about that, and that's so annoying as like a fan that like wants to see it grow again and be like how it was. Yeah, it simply is not. And I'll go on another video probably in a couple of weeks from now, like 2 weeks or next week or whenever I feel like it, about why NASCAR is dying. But like, still, it's like, yeah, it's disappointing to see kind of NASCAR dig their own grave, and they keep yeah they just don't yeah they're getting slightly better with it, but they still aren't how they should be. And yeah, I guess it comes with trial and error, but yeah. But that's gonna wrap it up. We are this is about 8 minutes. Yeah, about 8 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching. Um, if you haven't, make sure to like and subscribe. My last video did pretty solid, at least for being a new channel. So thank you guys for that, and until next time, we'll see you guys. Goodbye.